The Scottish Government recently confirmed that a new devolved benefit is set to replace Carers Allowance and will launch in 3 council areas later this month. People in Dundee City, Perth and Kinross and the Western Isles will be able to make a new claim for carer support payment from Monday, November 20th. However, new claimants may not be aware that they will be able to backdate a claim by up to 3 months, without having to give a reason. The Scottish Government guidance indicates that in order to receive an award for carer support payment and for it to be backdated, the cared-for person would also need to be in receipt of a qualifying disability benefit during this time. The new benefit will be paid at the same rate of £76.75 per week as its counterpart south of the border, which is delivered by the Department for Work and Pensions, DWP. This means new claimants could receive as much as £921 backdated in their first payment, the equivalent to 12 weeks at £76.65. Claims may also be backdated for more than 3 months from the application date in certain circumstances. This includes where the cared-for person's qualifying disability benefit is backdated for longer and where the carer applies within 3 months of the qualifying benefit award being made. Carer support payment can be backdated to the start of the qualifying disability benefit award, where the carer was eligible at his time. The eligibility rules for carer support payment follow the current guidelines for carers allowance, including the £139 earnings threshold. It is worth noting that carer support payment is an income replacement benefit and will affect the amount carers get in means-tested benefits. These benefits include, Universal Credit Income-Based Job Seekers Allowance, Income-Related Employment and Support Allowance, Income Support Housing Benefit, Council Tax Reduction, Pension Credit. Carer support payment will reduce the standard amount of these benefits £1 for £1, but an extra amount, a premium, element or addition, will be included in the calculation so that claimants will be better off overall. Following the phased rollout, carer support payment will launch across Scotland in spring 2024. Social Security Scotland will administer and deliver the new benefit, which will only be available to new claimants. People already in receipt of carers allowance from the DWP will not be affected by the rollout. Similar to adult and child disability payment, existing claimants will transfer in stages from DWP to the devolved system, but no details have been released on when this will begin. The Scottish carer support payment will also maintain the extra financial help provided by the carers allowance supplement, 2 additional payments of £270. 50 which are made in June and December each year, to increase carers allowance, £76.75 per week, by over 13%, and will help to link carers to wider support and services. By the end of the current financial year on April 5, 2024, Social Security Scotland will be administering 14 devolved benefits, including carer support payment. Below is everything you need to know about carers allowance, to help you determine if you should apply for the new payment. If you decide to make a claim just now and are out with the pilot areas, it need to be through DWP until the new benefit launches nationwide. Carers Allowance Supplement. Carers Allowance Supplement is a devolved payment worth £270. 50 and paid twice each year to people in Scotland in receipt of carers allowance on specific dates in April and October. However, this also includes anyone who makes a new claim by the qualifying dates which later turns out to be successful. The most recent deadline was October 9, 2023, with the second and final payment of the year due to be made in December. More than 80,000 people could receive the money, which is paid separately by Social Security Scotland from the weekly carer's allowance payment. To qualify for the June 2024 payment, new claims must be made by April 10, 2024. Nobody can apply directly for the carer's allowance supplement. The money is paid automatically to those on carer's allowance. New claims to DWP are currently being processed in just over 15 working days, on average. Am I eligible for carer's allowance? You may be eligible for weekly carer's allowance payments of £76. 75 if you, the person you care for and the type of care you provide meets certain criteria. You can choose to be paid weekly in advance or every 4 weeks. You do not have to be related to, or live with, the person you care for. The person you care for must already get one of these benefits: Personal Independence Payment, PIP, Daily Living Component Disability Living Allowance, DLA, the middle or highest care rate attendance allowance, constant attendance allowance at or above the normal maximum rate with an industrial injuries disablement benefit, constant attendance allowance at the basic, full day, rate with a war disablement pension, armed forces independence payment. If someone else also cares for the same person as you, only one of you can claim carer's allowance. The type of care you provide: you need to spend at least 35 hours a week caring for someone. This can include helping with washing and cooking, taking the person you care for to a doctor's appointment, helping with household tasks, like managing bills and shopping. Eligibility guidance on Gov. UK states all of the following must apply. You are 16 or over. You spend at least 35 hours a week caring for someone. You have been in Scotland for at least 2 of the last 3 years. This does not apply if you're a refugee or have humanitarian protection status. You are not in full-time education. You are not studying for 21 hours a week or more. You are not subject to immigration control. Your earnings are £139 or less a week after tax, national insurance and expenses. How do I make a claim for carer's allowance? You can claim online at the Gov. UK website here or phone the carer's allowance unit for a claim form on 0800 731 0297. Before you apply, make sure you have your national insurance number. If you have a partner, you'll need theirs too, bank or building society details, employment details and latest payslip if you're working, P45 if you've recently finished work, course details if you're studying, details of any expenses, for example pension contributions or the cost of caring for your children or the disabled person while you're at work. Get the latest record money news. Join the conversation on our Money Saving Scotland Facebook group for energy and money saving tips, the latest benefits news, consumer help and advice on coping with the cost of living crisis. Sign up to our Record Money newsletter and get the top stories sent to your inbox daily from Monday to Friday, including a special cost of living edition on a Thursday. Sign up here. You can also follow us on X, formerly Twitter, at @recordmoney_ for regular updates throughout the day. Guidance on Gov. UK states you also need details of the person you care for. You need their date of birth and address, national insurance number if they are 16 or over, disability living allowance reference if they are under 16. More help and advice about carer's allowance. You can get more help and advice from Carers UK, Carers Trust, Citizens Advice Scotland, NHS, Carers Direct Helpline. Find out more about claiming carer's allowance on the Gov. UK website here. Join the Daily Records WhatsApp community here and get the latest news sent straight to your messages.